We fast and pray before our Father God. We cry so much we fall for any grin. Looking out the window, the trenches to the sword. A child out of ghetto, baby I did. But I'm not a heart of my environment. Commodities and goods. You could take me out the ghetto, but I forever hood. I can change if I want to, but I don't think I would. I pray to God they silent me, and I finally understood.
Give me Isaiah 4:1. Now we need women and women need us. You know what I'm saying? We need each other.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? And say, brother, I can ask you a question.
One question, bro.
What is the duty of man? What makes us a man in life?
What makes us a man in life?
Yeah.
Responsibility, how you carry yourself, taking care of, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Now, check this out. We believe in the Bible.
Salute to y'all, you know what I'm saying?
Feel like you about to go, hey, come check this file real quick.
I got you.
Please.
Salute,
hey,
y'all. Respect,
though. Respect, bro. So, you know, we coming up upon the times where, you know, it's going to get really bad out here. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, you know, of course, we living in the last days. We know that. Now, I can ask you a question, brother?
Not today, brother, bro.
It's okay. You're an Israelite, though. We living in the last days.
All right.
And it's like, you know, everybody go on YouTube, they look up Israelites, they hear the same topic, but we have to change it up. You know. Now I can ask you a question, brother? Okay. Now it's getting worse. And I'm gonna explain why I say that now. There's a lot of sisters that's in this truth, you know, that don't walk accordingly. You get what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, like, if you just pay attention to how a sister move, you can tell, you know, she really don't like polygyny. She don't like it. You know, a lot of sisters told me, you know, I want a man to myself. You get what I'm saying? And that's what the white man wants.
Right.
The white man wants you to the white man wants you to have a mindset like that. But when you actually go into this Bible, you see, you know, why you was created. That's why I say that the lesson that the brother Ishmael brought out was beautiful. Bring it out, Isaiah 4:1.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 4, verse 1.
Bring it up.
And in that day,
in the days of Jacob's trouble. Go ahead.
7 women.
7 what?
7 women.
7 is just the number of completion. Meaning, in that day of Jacob's trouble, you're going to have women that's going to come up to you. Now, some brothers may have 7, some brothers may have 2, some brothers may have 3, but that's just the number of completion. Go ahead.
Right. Shall take hold of one man.
Shall take hold of one man, because guess what? It's going to be so bad out here. Sisters are going to want that protection.
Right.
What's that scripture that says the hedge of protection?
Yeah.
A lot of sisters are going to want protection.
Right.
And I was just talking about this with a brother. Sisters don't understand, you know, a man is physically stronger than you. You may not, you know, some sisters, they're prideful. They may say, nah, I work out, I go to the gym. Or even sisters in the world, they say, nah, all you got to do is kick them in the nuts. You get what I'm saying? And they say, oh, all you got to do is kick the man in the nuts. I mean, we know that's, like, we men, we know that you know, that's our weak spot. But sisters are so prideful, you know, they actually think that they will make it through, you get what I'm saying, by themselves.
Right.
And that's not the way to think.
Right.
Go ahead.
Right.
Keep reading.
It's the book.
Yeah, keep reading. Isaiah 4. You good?
It says, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name.
Only let us be called by thy name. So they'll be willing to do anything it takes to get protection.
Right.
Now, you know, you got to understand the prophecies. You got to understand how bad it's going to be out here. You have to understand what's going to take place when Jacob's trouble comes. Because it's right around the corner. A lot of people don't really want to deal with that.
Right.
A lot of people say, all praise, Kwame Yashala. You know, everybody's happy. In Israel, they're happy, but this is the times of joy. You get what I'm saying? But the times of weeping is coming. Now, is that it on Isaiah 4?
It says, only let us be called by thy name.
Boom.
To take away our reproach.
To take away our reproach. So you have to understand, it's going to be a lot of ravishing, and let's just be real.
Yeah.
A lot of sisters are going to get raped.
Right.
Worldly sisters, you know, it might happen to sisters in the truth. We just got to be real with each other. If you have a prideful mindset and you think you don't need a man, a lot of sisters say, oh, well, the Most High is my covering. Sister, we know the Most High is your covering. But the Most High had it in the beginning with Adam and Eve for you to what? You're created for the man.
That's right.
Help me.
That's
what the white man wants you to think.
Facts.
Keep reading. Oh, Shalakia, bring it up.
Sir, Rick, chapter 36 at verse 25.
Bring it up.
Where no hedges.
Where no hedges.
There, the possession is spoiled.
And the sisters, you are possession. So when the hedge is the protection. Because guess what? Us men, you know, we're built, we're strong, we can protect, we provide, we do our duties as men, you understand, to run the household accordingly and make sure things are being done decently and in order.
Right.
Go ahead.
And he that have no wife will wander up and down mourning.
All right, that's plain. You get what I'm saying? But we have to understand, you know, it's going to get bad out here. And I actually just went through this. Like, I actually see, like, sisters of the truth really hate polygyny. Like, they hate it. Now, they will say they're in the truth, but guess what? When that topic is brought up, it's over with. It's over for thou. The demons start to come out, you know, so the Most High is my protection, and I can do this and this and that.
Give me what I want.
Yeah, he gonna give me what I want. All I have to do is fear him, keep the commandments. Yes, sister, but you need a man. I mean, the type of mindset, like, why would you wanna, now let's just be real. This is something you gotta ask sisters. Do you really wanna be in Babylon until you grow old without a man? That's something you have to ask. And I'm saying, you brothers that ask sisters like that, you have to listen to their response. You have to see what they say. Because that's going to let you know everything you need to know about her. By just asking her a conversation. I can ask y'all a question. Y'all Israelites according to the Bible. Y'all believe in the Bible? Okay, y'all Israelites, y'all God's chosen people. Now, the Lord said where no hedge is, the possession is spoiled.
Right.
Now, give me Sharrat 25 and 19. What was that? Sharrat what?
That was Sharrat 36 and 25.
Okay, give me Sharrat 25 and start at 16.
Alright.
And you give me Proverbs 30 and 20. Now, I was just going over this with a brother. Now, you know, I'm gonna tell a true story, and I'm not gonna lie. You know, like, come on now. So check this out. I put on my story, because it's a brother, you know, I ain't gonna really say too much, but he reposted something about Jacob's trouble, how women is gonna need a man. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I reposted it. And after that, after I reposted it, I made another post about why I think, you know, about the post, how I feel about the post. And one of the things that I said was once you think about it, a lot of sisters, even in the world and in the truth, a lot of them don't know how to skin a deer. I mean, like the brother was just addressing with the sisters. They see a cockroach, they jumping everywhere doing backflips. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Mm-hmm. They don't know how to cut open a deer. I mean, skin a deer. You know, you don't know how to shoot a gun. A lot of sisters, I'm gonna just be real. If it get to that point, a lot of sisters be scared to shoot.
Yeah.
A lot of sisters don't know how to cook. You know, they don't know how to fish. They don't know how to set up a tent. When you go through the history, the Native, our foremothers, they actually knew what they were doing. Like when you look at the pictures and how they had their tent set up, they knew what they were doing. And that's why I say respect. But as we get down further into this generation, we see how wicked brothers and sisters start to become.
Right.
Now I can ask y'all a question. Okay, well y'all Israelites according to the Bible. Now we begin to see, you know, how wicked brothers and sisters actually get in this truth.
Right.
And we begin to see the mindset that sisters truly have toward the laws of God.
Right.
Give me Exodus 21 and 10, and I'm gonna explain why I say that.
It's the book of Exodus. You said 21 and 10, right?
Right.
Chapter 21 and verse 10.
Bring it out.
And it reads.
Wow, it like that.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 21 and verse 10.
Bring it up.
If he take him another wife,
So, you know, if you take another wife, go ahead.
her food, her raiment, and her duty of marriage shall he not diminish.
So guess what? If you want another wife, you have to be able to provide.
Right.
This law get brought up, sisters fold under pressure.
Right.
Now they'll be quick to say, Shalom, brother, all praise, Kwam Yasha'Allah. You get what I'm saying? But when this get brought up, it's crickets. This, now, you got Proverbs. Bring it up.
Proverbs chapter 30 and verse 20.
Bring it up.
Such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth and saith,
I have done no.
I have what?
and saying, I have done no wickedness.
I have done no wickedness. Now, you know, this is going into adulterous women. But, you know, hey, it gets like that. Sisters hate polygamy so much. And some sisters are, you know, some sisters are part of that. But, you know, the ones that's part of it, some of them don't like it, some of them do. But the ones that don't like it, guess what? They begin to get jealous. Spirits begin to rile up, causing them to commit adultery. That happens. Give me Sirach 6 and 7. Give me Ecclesiastes 7 and 26. Now, sisters have to understand, just because you're in this truth does not mean that you're going to be saved.
Talk about it.
I can ask you a question, sister? I can ask you a question? How do we get out of oppression as so-called black people? Yeah, get out of oppression. Get out of oppression. You said what? Live the life we want to get out of oppression. Now, you believe in the Bible? Now, what if I showed you what we have to do to get out of oppression? Are you willing to hear it? All praise. Now, let me give Revelation 14 and 12.
Revelation.
Now, go ahead. You go ahead.
Revelation chapter 14 and verse 12.
Now, this is the steps of getting out of oppression. Go ahead.
Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of God.
That what?
That keep the commandments of God.
Hey, y'all sisters on the scooter, y'all heard that? Now the Lord said, you know, the way that we're going to get out of oppression.
It's a James chapter 10 on the phone down the Lord is trying to get the take. You want to talk about Revelation? You got to write the whole word of truth.
Right. We bring the KJV.
I mean, you want to it's like no patience. You got to wait for it.
All right. You believe in the KJV?
Yes, I do. That's why not.
Now check this out. The Lord said we had to keep the commandments and have faith in Christ to get out of oppression.
No, you don't.
What do we
get out of oppression? You live like you want them.
You said we don't?
Heaven on earth.
Wait, my bad. I couldn't hear you said we don't have to do that?
You keep the commandments so you can live the life with it. I mean, the word is the whole word.
Okay.
I mean, you have the right to live in the New Testament. I mean, we're not living a better covenant. I mean, you're supposed to be living like you want to live. You already made it. Just live, enjoy your life.
I mean, what covenant are we under?
We're under a better covenant, and Hebrews 11. I mean, founded upon better promises. I mean, you want to enjoy yourself like you want.
Now you're talking about the covenant. Now you're talking about the covenant that's to come. You get what I'm saying?
The covenant is already here.
We're in the old covenant.
No, we're not. It says Jesus. What is it saying? The same yesterday, today, and said Jesus already walked there. If you're gonna walk there, walk it yourself.
Sister, I'm confused now. What?
Just study yourself. You
okay, yeah. All right, you got it. You have a good one. All praise to the Most High. Damn, man. I don't know what this is. Y'all know what you're talking about? I was lost.
Like, she had me at first on the first time.
I can ask you a question, brother?
Not yet.
Okay, let's go back to the lesson. Damn, man, you trying to get us. Oh,
Ecclesiastes 7.
yeah, Ecclesiastes 7:26.
Hey, click
Hold on, let me try to get you sisters. Now, the whole point of us getting out of oppression is keeping the commandments of God and faith in Christ. That's the answer. Now, say, sisters, I can ask y'all a question. All praise. Hey, can y'all partner a little bit? Hey, now, Sister, check this out. How do we get out of oppression?
Good question.
I don't know. I don't think America is going to get out of oppression. And people of color, I don't think they are. That's my personal opinion. You probably want to ask somebody that's not as
Now, do you believe in the Bible?
I do.
Can I read a Bible verse to you?
You don't have to. My dad's a pastor. I read it every day. About whether I want to or not because I'm a church secretary. But thank you.
Alright, sister. That's why, and that's why the Most High has to humble a lot of sisters. That's pride. Like, oh, my dad's a pastor. Listen to him.
Church secretary.
Yeah, like that's that masculine spirit.
Nice.
A lot of sisters in the truth have a very masculine Jezebel spirit, and they don't even know it.
Facts.
Give me Revelations 2 and 20. Now bring that out.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 26.
Read up.
And I found more bitter than death the woman.
The what?
The woman.
The what?
The woman.
And he said, F this. May the Most High have mercy on that brother. He don't know no better.
Right.
You know, he just, you know, he don't even know what we talking about. He just say F it.
Right.
That's crazy. Damn, man, it was like demons just throwing me off. It's like Satan said, nah, you ain't gonna get this lesson in. Go ahead, bring it back out.
And I found more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snared in nets.
Whose heart is snared in nets. Go ahead.
And her hands as bed. Whoso pleases God shall escape from her.
Whoso what?
Whoso pleases God shall escape from her.
Guess what? When you truly fear the Most High God and keep His commandments and faith through Yahweh Shah, and you work on your discernment, you begin to read, sisters.
Yeah.
You begin to see the red flags.
Right.
Now, you got Sirach 6 and 7?
Oh, I got it. I'll get it again. Sirach chapter, I'm here.
Okay.
Sirach chapter 6 and verse 7.
Now, this is why you have to prove, sisters. Because guess what? A lot of sisters can say, and I understand, a lot of brothers want a beautiful wife. A lot of brothers want a beautiful sister. But, hey, give me Sirach 25 and 21. Sirach 25 and 21. Now, say, sister, you listening in the green shirt? Hey, I can talk to you real quick? Okay. Bring that up.
Sirach chapter 25 and verse 21.
Now, check this out. To you brothers that's listening, you get what I'm saying? That's in this truth. The sister that you lay down with, pick, prove her. You understand? Take your time, because, like I said, a woman can be a man's downfall. Yeah. Go ahead.
Stumble not at the beauty of a woman.
What? Do what?
Stumble not at the beauty of a woman.
So the Most High says, stumble not at the beauty of a woman.
Right. That's right.
Our sisters are beautiful. I mean, who would want to look like this? I mean, let's just be real. Like, just idiots. Damn donkey. And a damn rat. Ratatouille. Who would want to look like that? Skin is pale, all jammed up. Ugly as hell. Damn, look like a cockeyed beetle. Like, nobody wants to be her. Let's read that again.
Stumble not at the beauty of a woman.
So the Most High is giving you wisdom. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman. Because a lot of brothers in this truth fall for beauty. And when you actually get to know her and y'all begin to get comfortable around each other, you see that she's not the sister that you thought she was.
Right. That's right.
No cap.
And that's because you stumbled at her beauty. Go ahead.
That's right.
And desire her not for pleasure.
And desire her not for pleasure. Meaning, just because she's beautiful, you know, the whole time, your attention, you just want to lay down with her.
Right.
And that's going to cause you to fall.
Right.
That's going to cause you to be with a dragon. Give me Sirach 26 and 14. See, Sirach got a lot of wisdom.
All right.
And hey, the Lord, when He put His spirit upon the prophets, upon the kings, you understand, guess what? He gave them wisdom on how to move. We're reading about the wisdom on how to move when it comes to dealing with these sisters, and it's true. You really have to prove it, sister. You really have to let her get comfortable around you. Because that's the only way you're really going to see her true side. You know? So, you know, you can't stumble at the beauty of a sister just because she put Kwam Yasha'Allah, tribe of whatever in her bio, and you see, you know, you see she's beautiful, now you're in her DMs. And a lot of brothers do that in the truth. You get what I'm saying? A lot of brothers hit a lot of sisters up in the DMs. Brothers gotta slow down on that, man. Brothers gotta slow the hell down. Because these women some of these sisters in the truth is just not right in the head.
That's right.
Right.
You gotta look at a sister and you gotta see the zeal that she has for the Most High. Do she like to read? Do you gotta tell her to read? If you gotta tell her to read, that's a big ass red flag. If you gotta tell her to pray, that's a red flag. Like, these things should be second nature to her. You get what I'm saying? A lot of sisters just lazy as hell. And they just want a brother to take care of them. And they don't gotta work. They just do whatever they want. And the whole time that brother's busting his butt off to provide, you understand, and do his duty as a man, as a husband. Or, you know, depends. Because they may be courting. But she may be trying to use you. A lot of sisters do that too. They see, oh, well, he got a good paying job. He make $1,000 every week. He make $26 an hour. You know, she hits you up in the deal. Hey, elders told me in the truth before. It been plenty of times when sisters hit them up. Can I be part of polygyny? Because you get benefits off of that. They get benefits off of that. They either want to use you. Some sisters are sincere. It's a lot of. I ain't gonna really say it's a lot, but there are sincere sisters in this truth.
Yeah.
And they actually want to do right. They actually want to be down with polygyny. They actually want to do and serve the Most High God with sincerity.
Right.
But a lot of sisters, man, they just sneaky, and you have to watch them. Go ahead, bring it up.
It's all right. Chapter 25 and verse 16.
Bring it up.
I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman.
They do what?
Than to keep house with a wicked woman.
But guess what? A lot of brothers, you have to understand, to avoid keeping house with a wicked woman, you understand, during that proving process, you see a lot of big major red flags. Just cut it off. It's not worth it. It's not worth your peace in this truth. Us as men, we want peace. And a lot of sisters that are sincere, they understand that. And so they want to be a pillar of rest. But a lot of people won't get that. Keep reading.
Verse 17. The wickedness of a woman changing her face and darkening her countenance like sackcloth.
Right, because soon as something bad happens, you start to see the true side of that woman come out. And it's not what you thought it was in the beginning. Man, you'd be surprised, man, that polygyny topic gets brought up. A lot of sisters' counsel has just changed, man. It was one time I asked her, how do you feel about polygyny? And she kind of, and I just asked a simple question, and she got really emotional. I ain't talked to that sister ever since. Because that's a red flag.
Right.
If she's emotional right now over just a question, she's gonna be like that during the courtship, and she's gonna be like that during the marriage. That's a red flag. You gotta ask this, how do you feel about it? Your discernment, this is what wisdom teaches you. You ask them questions, see how they react. And if it's not, if they don't act accordingly, that's to let you know all you need to know about that woman. And he just wanna bump to whoever that is. Yeah, Moneybag Yo. He don't even be talking about nothing in his song. Like, let's be real. Give me Isaiah 3:17. So we coming up upon Jacob's trouble, and guess what? Yes. Now check this out. When I said what I said about polygyny, the sister had the audacity to say, "Oh, well, brothers using Jacob's trouble as a way to manipulate sisters into being part of multiple wives." I'm like, what the hell? What the hell is wrong with these sisters, man? Who does? Give me Sirach 3:24. Sirach 3:24.
The book of Sirach, chapter 3 and verse 24.
Now, you sisters that do that, the Most High gonna meet up with you, and it's not gonna be pretty. And I'm gonna explain why I say that. Go ahead.
For many are deceived by their own vain opinion.
Many are what?
Many are deceived by their own vain opinion.
Many are deceived by their own vain opinion. You just coming up with shit. You don't even know what's really going on. Like the brother said, you really don't know what's going on. You just make it. This is just an evil suspicion. Go ahead.
And it says, and an evil suspicion have overthrown their judgment.
And an evil suspicion have overthrown your judgment. Meaning, you look foolish now because you look goofy because you don't know what you was talking about. And a lot of, like I said, a lot of sisters that look at stuff like that, a lot of sisters look at that, they say, oh, boy, this sister's right. The whole time that sister just came up with that in her head with an evil suspicion.
Right.
It made it sound good.
Yeah, it made it sound good. And she said, oh, it was corny. Like what? Like, let's be real.
Right.
If you have discernment in the prophecy that's to come, you will understand how bad it's going to get out here. Nobody's using Jacob's trouble as a way to manipulate sisters in the truth into being part of polygyny. Nobody did. Nobody. I have never seen a brother do that.
Right.
So sisters just be making up things, you understand, just to benefit them, to please them. And come to find out, the sister, she was courting the brother, and the brother stopped courting her. So that's to let you know, sister, you need to check your damn spirit.
Talk about it.
If a brother stops courting you, you need to examine yourself.
Right.
That's why the brother, it's my about a good point, like, it's all about examination.
Right.
Prove yourself.
Right.
What I got you holding?
You got me holding Isaiah 3, verse 7?
Yep, Isaiah 3:17.
Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 17.
Bring it out.
Therefore, the Lord will smite with a stab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion.
Daughters of who?
Of the daughters of
Now
Zion.
we going into the sisters. In the world and in the truth. Go ahead.
And the Lord will discover their secret part.
Go ahead.
In that day.
In that what?
In that day.
Go ahead. See, the Bible, you have to understand the Most High speaking once and twice, but man perceiveth not. You have dual prophecies.
Right.
This is dual prophecy.
Right.
A lot of people say, oh, this happened in time of Isaiah, this and that. Nah, this gonna happen all over again. Go ahead.
In that day, the Lord will take away the bravery and of their twinkling ornaments.
The what?
The bravery of their tinkling ornaments.
Go ahead.
About their feet and their clothes and their round tires like the moon.
See, what you gotta understand is, it said the Lord is gonna take these things away from you. So you sisters in the truth, don't act like you just the bomb and the Most High ain't never gonna judge you.
Right.
Last time I checked, the Most High, he said he's gonna judge the house of God first.
That's right.
So he's gonna meet up with the Israelites before he even deal with the other nations. Go ahead.
God. Verse 19, the chains and the bracelets.
The chains and the bracelets, because a lot of sisters, you know, a lot of brothers, you know, you go on their page, you might want a sister, you see she got the bracelet, the damn, what else they have? Necklace, yeah, the headpiece. Go ahead. Hold on, This is Atlanta. This is ATL. He's turning the volume up, then he's turning it down while the words of God is coming out. You know what I'm saying? she did exactly like this. Then she kept walking. Damn, you're not even all that. The Most High is gonna humble a lot of sisters. That pride got to go.
That's right.
Now let's bring that back out, cause the demon is gone.
Right. All right, the top of you go.
Back to where I had you at.
Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 19.
Bring it out.
The chains and the bracelets and the mufflers, the bonnets and the ornaments of the legs.
Right, cause a lot of sisters have bonnets. Go ahead.
And the hairbands.
And the what?
And the hairbands.
They got the fancy hairbands. Go ahead.
And the tablets. And the earrings. The rings and nose jewels. The changeable suit of apparel. And the mantles. And the wimples. And the crisping pins.
Now check this out. While the brother is reading, the Most High is telling you what he's going to take away from the daughters of Israel. He's going to take away the bracelet, the headband, the bonnet. He's going to take all these things away from them in that time. Go ahead.
The glasses. And
the what?
The glasses.
Go ahead.
And the fine linen. And the hoods. And the veils. And it shall come to pass.
It shall come to pass.
That instead of sweet smell.
Instead of what?
Instead of sweet smell.
This is 23 AD. 2023 AD. We still living in Babylon. You get what I'm saying? Now, you know, when you go through these stores, I don't really know the names of the stores that, you know, they got for the women. But when you go through them, they got good smelling shampoo, good smelling soap,
Lotion.
bath, body, and worse. Like they call it. Damn.
Bath, body.
Oh, Bath and Body Works.
Yeah, Bath and Body Works. Now check this out. A lot of sisters can go to the store and get these things. Damn, bro. A lot of sisters can go to the store and get these things to what? Smell good.
Right.
Go ahead.
And it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell, there shall be stink.
There shall be what?
There shall be stink.
There shall be what?
There shall be stink.
And a lot of sisters, you're just gonna stink in that day. You understand? It might smell like garbage. It might smell like down rat's ass mixed with horse, donkey, doo-doo. You know? You're gonna stink. The Most High is humbling you and you don't even see it. We're going through the prophecies and I'm giving you the understanding of what's gonna go down in that day.
Right.
It's gonna, you're not gonna be able to take showers.
Nope.
No jewelry, none of that. No Instagram.
Right.
You know, a lot of sisters, you know, the sister got so in her feelings, she actually threw a shot. She could have came to me and said, hey brother, I didn't like that you said this and that. I would have climaxed 18. Hey, guess what? We would have been moving on about our day. All right. Now the Lord said instead of a sweet smell, it's gonna be stank. A lot of these sisters gonna stink in that day, man. You're gonna smell like straight raw dog fish. You understand? Go ahead.
God. And instead of a girdle, a rent, and instead of well-set hair, baldness.
What?
Baldness.
You ain't gonna be able to, you know what I'm saying? A lot of sisters, I don't really know the products. A lot of sisters, they got the little oil thing. It ain't gonna be that in that day. Your hair gonna be so dry. You understand? You're gonna start scratching that joint. You're gonna start getting bald because you can't keep up with it. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of you sisters, in the truth, you gotta learn how to be humble in this thing. If you don't accept polygamy now, guess what? In that time to come, it's not gonna look good for you. The Most High can ultimately take you out. You can get left behind.
Right.
You understand? So all that come out, Shalom, and you brothers that be wanting to, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. When I look on brothers' page, you know, brothers really don't got a lot of followers. You go on the sister page, goddamn, she had like 2,000 followers. 3,000. I'm like, damn. Us brothers gotta learn how to stick together, man. You look at a brother likes, he may have 100. He may have 100 likes. Oh, a brother. Now check this out. You go on the brother's Instagram page, he might have like maybe 100, 150, 80 maybe. You go on the sister's page, she damn near got like 1,000 likes.
Blue check mark.
Yeah, with the blue check mark. 200 likes, 300 likes.
For real.
You get what I'm saying? I'm like, and sometimes Sometimes it's not, and just to keep in mind, Israel, it's not about the lights. It's not about how famous you are.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? It's not about you trying to be seen all the time. But a lot of brothers fall for sisters like that in the truth. And guess what? Another problem that brothers mess up at is some of these sisters in this truth, you understand, they be in a lot of brothers' DMs. A lot of brothers be in sisters' DMs. A lot of sisters be in brothers' DMs, but most importantly, you gotta understand, a lot of brothers be in a lot of sisters' DMs.
That's right.
Talk about that. And you won't even, and check this out, you won't even know that a brother is in her DMs.
Right.
You may see a brother from, you know, your camp, this and that. Tell them. You may see a brother from this account, but guess what? That sister can be hitting that brother up. Tell them. Whole time, that sister might have 50 brothers in her DMs.
Right.
But you want her brother. You want the dragon. You want the sister that hate polygyny. You want that. But the problem is you're falling for her lust. You're falling because of the beauty of a woman, and you're not really get to know this sister. And that's a lot of you sisters in the truth. You have to understand you're going to be the downfall of a lot of brothers.
Right.
And we just got to be real with each other. Get Sirach 6 and 7.
Bring it on, huh?
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 6 and verse 7. If thou wouldest get a friend,
Matthew 6 and
prove him
33.
first.
Do what?
Prove him first.
A lot of brothers don't do that. You get what I'm saying? You can't just look at a sister Instagram. Oh, she got 2,000 followers. You go on her post. She got 300 likes. You hit her up, and little do you know, you just one of the brothers that's in her DM. She got 30 more left. Phone blowing up continually all day, and you falling for her. So us brothers, we gotta learn how to like be a man up.
Right.
Be honest. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. No sisters don't be hitting me up. I don't hit no sisters up.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying? I stay in my lane, cause guess what? The time will come. These sisters gonna be running to you. See, give me Isaiah 13 and 12. A lot of brothers gotta understand their worth. A lot of you brothers gotta understand your worth. A lot of you brothers in the truth, you be simping over these sisters. And you don't want to be real with yourself. You understand? That's why the truth hurts, but it's the truth. You'd rather run to a woman rather than that woman running to you. Right? Because guess what? She's gonna be running to you at the end of the day. We just read that in Isaiah 4. Go ahead. Isaiah 13 and 12.
Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold.
I will what?
I will make a man more precious than fine gold.
A lot of brothers in this truth, you don't understand your worth.
You gotta say that one more time, huh?
A lot of brothers in this truth don't understand their worth.
Right?
Leave that sister alone. Let her come to you, man.
That's right.
You gotta learn how to do that. Give me Matthew 6 and 33.
Matthew chapter 6 and verse 33. But seek ye first the kingdom of God.
But what?
But seek ye first the kingdom of God.
Guess what? If you're keeping the commandments, you have the faith of Christ. You're keeping the commandments to the best of your abilities. You understand? You have the faith of Christ. You're working through you're learning from your mistakes, your trials and your errors. You're learning how to be a man. The Most High is increasing you. When you're focused on the kingdom, let's find out what.
And his righteousness. And all these things shall be added unto you.
And just like the brother Ishmael was going to, the Most High is going to add these things unto you.
Right.
The Most High is going to add a righteous sister into your life. The Most High is going to give you that car. The Most High is going to give you that house.
Right.
The Most High is going to give you those multiple women that you want, those multiple wives that you want. And guess what? They're going to be righteous. You don't got to worry about them arguing and bickering. You get what I'm saying? Because a lot of sisters hate polygamy. You get what I'm saying? And that's just the bitter truth of it. The Most High going to give you a sister that has a righteous spirit, and he's going to bless you.
Right.
Now I can ask you a question, brother. How do we get out of oppression as so-called black people?
That's a good question.
You believe in the Bible? I can read this. Hey, don't let her control you now, brother. Don't let her do it. He kind of stopped you. And then, she kind of, Now the Most High said, seek ye the kingdom of heaven, and all these things are going to be added unto you.
Right.
So once you learn how to seek the Most High God, the Most High is going to give you the increase. The Most High is going to give you a righteous system. The Most High is going to give you a beautiful marriage. You're not going to have to worry about, you understand, catching hell. Because guess what? Brothers want peace in life.
Right.
Brothers want peace.
Right.
Now get Isaiah 13 and 15. Give me 2nd Esdras chapter 10 and verse 22. Right. 2nd Esdras 10 and 22.
2nd Esdras chapter 10 and verse 22.
Bring it out.
Our surgery is laid on the ground. Our song is put to silence.
Our what?
Our song is put to silence.
Hey, say sister in the yellow, I can ask you a question?
I am saved.
I can ask her a question real quick. You can get her from me real fast.
Rebecca.
Hey, sister.
Oh, Rebecca.
Wow.
Rebecca.
Rebecca.
Rebecca's the wife.
Oh, there you go.
All right, classic guys.
Should have known. Yeah.
Oh.
That is girlfriend. That's
A lot of our brothers and sisters in the world, you know, they listen to the trap.
right.
Lil TJ, I listen to Lil TJ. Oh, you know, Lil Durk. Yeah, Lil Durk. Brothers and sisters in the truth, they listen to some Israelite artists, you know. Most High said all that's going to be put to shame in that day.
Right.
The Most High going to silence the music. Go ahead.
Our rejoicing is at an end. The light of our candlestick is put out.
Go ahead.
The ark of our covenant is spoiled.
Right, the Most High is judging us. Let's keep finding out the judgment. Go ahead.
Our holy things are defiled, and the name that is called upon us is almost profane. Our children are put to shame. Our priests are burnt. Our Levites are going into captivity. Our virgins are defiled.
Our what?
Our virgins are defiled.
This is gonna get ravished, man. You may not like to hear it, but it's the truth. Damn. You prideful, the Most High got judgment for you. So you gotta learn how to be humble in this truth. And that's not just talking about that, but it can go to the sisters in the world too, because guess what? They're prideful.
Right.
You know, and a virgin is just a marriageable age. You know?
Right.
So a lot of people say, oh, well, virgin means she haven't had sex, but no. So you got to understand the prophecy. Now, give me Proverbs 9 and 13. Give me Proverbs 7 and 10.
Still want Isaiah 13 and 15 or not?
Oh, yeah, bring it out. I forgot all about it.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 13 and verse 15.
Bring it out.
Every one that is found shall be thrust through.
Now, I can ask you a question.
And every one that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword.
Shall what?
Shall fall by the sword.
A lot of you sisters, man. You say, well, I don't. When you say you don't need a man, you really say you don't need us so-called black men.
Right.
Literally.
But if the white man came, you would have no problem at all. I'm gonna just do it. Sisters in the world, you don't want no black man. You'd rather be with a white man. Sisters in the truth, you understand? You just don't. I don't know. You just out. Yeah, you just want a man that adheres to you and listen to you. Now it says, read it again.
Every one that is found shall be thrust through.
So guess what? Hey, some sisters might even they might stick to the white man Jacob show. Man, we never know. Some sisters might see how bad it is, and they might be like, damn, that brother was right. I should have listened. Next thing you know, the Most High judge you with them. Fuck! You might get thrust through. Right. Hey, or that thrust through, you might get shot.
Right.
That could go into many things. Go ahead.
And every one that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled and their wives ravished.
What does it mean when it says the wives are ravished? Can you answer that? Bald head Frank from GTA.
That's crazy.
Oh man, I like playing with these heathen, man. They funny, man. But I got you over.
Now you got me over there. Proverbs 9.
Yeah, that's it. Bring that up.
Proverbs Proverbs chapter 9 and verse 13.
Bring it
up.
A foolish woman.
A what?
A foolish woman.
A what?
A foolish woman.
Go ahead.
It's clamorous.
It's what?
It's clamorous.
That's what. A lot of you sisters in the truth, you gotta stop looking at this and say, oh, well, that's talking about sisters in the world. I ain't gotta worry about that.
Right.
Nah, sister, that could be talking about you too.
Right.
If you just examine yourself, you understand it don't have to be you. But you become foolish, you understand, when you despise the words of God. You despise the messages of the Lord. Because guess what? Give me 2nd Chronicles, I believe it's 36 and 16. And then I want you to get that and then get Proverbs 13:13. Keep reading.
A foolish woman is
A
clamorous.
lot of you sisters are fools. You understand? You sisters, and like I said, the sister, man, you know, this sister can be known. The one, it be the main ones that don't have a man that talk the most ish. You know what I'm saying? Because they can't get no man, or they can't maintain that man that they courting.
Right.
So they talk ish to let out their frustrations, and that's not how you're supposed to be walking.
Right.
If the Most High have it set up for you to not get a man, guess what? You have to deal with it. It wasn't for you in the first place. It's something that you gotta sit down and examine yourself and say, what am I doing wrong? And a lot of sisters are so prideful, they'll rather throw shots and talk junk, you understand, rather than examining themselves and seeing what they gotta work on to become a better woman in this truth.
Right.
I mean, right now, we living in a time where brothers are going to sister DMs, but it's gonna be a time where sisters are gonna be running to brothers.
Right.
And brothers, you're gonna be the DM. They're gonna run to you.
Right.
You're gonna be the DM.
Right.
Where Azra? Upon your help! Your arm! It might be panicking, man. I'm telling, man. For real, man.
Audio message.
Might send an audio message like the brother Ishmael said. It might cry. Say, where you at? And then next thing, hey, how about, what would brothers do if that happened?
Delivered.
Leave her ass on delivered. And she might have to, you know.
Red.
Oh, red, that's even worse.
323.
Leave her on red.
Might just double tap it and leave it at that.
Yeah, man.
It's okay.
Yeah, man. A lot of sisters, man, the Most High gonna humble you, man.
Right. Right.
Brothers too, man.
Right.
Read it.
Right.
Verse 14. For she sitteth at the door of her house on a seat in the high places of the city.
Right. Man, I'm gonna just sum that up to today. A lot of sisters, they have a lot of followers on Instagram or Facebook, any social media platform. They basically set themselves up like they the shit. Let's keep reading.
Verse 15. To call passengers who go right on their ways.
Right. I mean, it's just plain, man. We ain't really gonna get into that. What I got you over?
2nd Chronicles 36 and 16.
Oh yeah, bring it out.
Proverbs 13.
Yep, that's right.
2nd Chronicles chapter 36 and verse 16.
Now check this out. This is the judgment that's to come to you sisters that do not want to hearken unto the prophets. You don't want to hearken into the service of the Most High God. You understand? Sisters in the truth, most definitely, and sisters out the truth. Now, your call, can you do me a favor? Can you find that scripture where Christ talks about the harlots have a better chance to get into the kingdom?
Matthew chapter 12.
Matthew 12.
Let's say it's 38.
Bring that up.
2nd Chronicles chapter 36 and verse 16.
Now, this is the judgment. Go ahead.
But they mocked the messengers of God and despised his word
And they despised his words.
and misused his prophets.
I mean, look at a white man, right? Redneck. He just want to stare at our sisters, you know what I'm saying, be a bird. You understand? Because he ain't got nothing better to do. Just nasty, disgusting boy. Just want to stare at sisters and lust. That's why he behind them.
Right.
He had to go around because he didn't want them to find out. White man, hey, you gonna see the white man's true colors in that day.
Right.
White man ain't gonna give a damn.
Right.
He gonna be like Incredible Hulk. He gonna smash every goddamn thing. You understand? And that's just what it's gonna be. You read it?
And it reads, until the wrath of the Lord arose against his people, till there was no remedy.
Till there was no what?
Till there was no remedy.
And the Most High gonna take you from the earth in that time. Just because you was being stiff-necked, you was despising the words of the Lord. I mean, the Most High, we are the Most High's mountain. So everything we say, guess what? It's not using us as a vessel. If we say sisters don't know how to skin a deer, you understand, hunt? That's the Most High using us as a mouthpiece, and you despise that. And that's the independent, masculine spirit that the white man has forced upon you in slavery.
Right.
And that's not the way you should be thinking.
Right.
You should be thinking, you know what, this brother is right.
Right.
Let me examine myself, let me get my spirit right so that I can be with a righteous man to protect me in the time to come. Any sister that has common sense and discernment will understand that. Now, keep reading on that. That was it.
Yeah, that was
Proverbs
it.
13.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 13, verse 13.
Bring it out.
Whoso despises the word shall be destroyed.
Who shall what?
Whoso despises the word shall be
Do
destroyed.
y'all want to be destroyed by God?
Hell no.
Now check this out. Do y'all love God? Do you love God? Alright.
Thank you.
Now, the Lord said if you despise His word, you're going to be destroyed.
Right.
You're going to perish. You get what I'm saying? Now, we have to understand, if you really want to serve the Most High God, guess what? You have to examine yourself. Now, if you really want to serve the Most High God, you have to examine yourself. If you don't want to be destroyed, guess what? You have to hearken to the word,
Right.
and you have to hearken to the messages of what we just read in 2 Chronicles 36 and 16.
Right.
So a lot of you sisters that's in this truth and you bucking up against the Most High servants, the Most High is going to deal with you. You get what I'm saying? And you don't want that. You don't want that judgment. Because it's bad enough we already got to go through hell as men.
Yeah.
We got to work. We don't even get paid enough.
Right.
You know, we're getting what else happened at the job? We're getting racially profiled.
Right.
We gotta look over our backs because the boss might come in out of nowhere.
Getting hit on.
Yeah, getting hit on. Sisters might try to grab your rod.
And
it happens.
We were fired and fired.
That shit happened to me before.
That's the only.
I kind of bet, sister. You try to give them the word, they try to flirt with you. You know what I'm saying? Sis try to grab your rod. I'm talking about, man, they just rubbing your chest. Oh, thou mighty man of the Lord.
That's
Off as hell. It happens, y'all.
My daughter do that now.
Yeah.
Walk the whole line this time.
Now, I'm gonna get 2 more precepts and I'm gonna close out. Bring it up.
This is the mighty prophet Matthew, chapter 21 and verse 31.
You just gotta examine yourself, man. Like, and this scripture is beautiful because a leader from a certain camp brought this out, and I'm not gonna say no names, but he made a good point. Go ahead.
Whether of them twain did the will of his father, they said unto him, the first, Yahushua saith unto them, verily I say unto you, that the publicans and the harlots
and the what?
And the
Now
harlots.
check this out. These are sisters that's in the world. Go ahead.
Go into the kingdom of Yahweh before you.
Before what?
Before
A lot of
you.
you sisters gotta humble down. Stop thinking you the bomb. Stay humble. Like Kendrick Lamar said, be humble. Stay down. You get what I'm saying? You gotta learn how to be humble and stay down. Know your place in righteousness. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Because guess what? The harlots have a better chance of making it to the kingdom than you.
Right.
And the same for brothers. Brothers think, well, I got a status, I'm known, everybody knows me. Most High can humble you too, brother. Your status and whatever your rank, that don't mean nothing.
Right.
You can be wicked as hell.
Right.
Just like the scribes and Pharisees. Not all the scribes and Pharisees are wicked, but you had certain examples within the scriptures to show you that rank is just the title.
Yup.
Keep reading.
For John came unto you in the way of righteousness.
That's it. That's plain upon the table.
Right.
Now give me Psalms 35. That's my closing precept.
Psalm chapter 35 and verse 1.
Now,
Bring it out.
The whole lesson is you sisters in this truth, you gotta learn how to be humble. You brothers, you gotta learn how to prove these sisters. You gotta learn how to pick up on the red flags.
Right.
Don't come to them, let them come to you. You understand? You gotta understand your worth as a man.
Right.
You're gonna be made into pure gold. These sisters are gonna want to cleave to you. They're gonna want your protection. They're gonna need you You understand? To bring in food in the time of Jacob's trouble. They're going to need you. So understand your worth and learn, you understand? Learn how to hunt, learn how to cook, understand the things that the Most High has set up for you. So guess what? When that time comes, that prophecy will be fulfilled. Not saying you may not want that, but you know, you just want to be ready at all times.
Right.
Go ahead.
Psalm chapter 35 and verse 1.
Bring it up.
Plead my cause, O Yahweh.
Do what?
Plead my cause, O Yahweh.
Read on.
With them that strive with me. Fight against them that fight against me. Take hold of shield and buckler.
Take hold of what?
Take hold of shield and buckler.
Go ahead.
And stand up for mine help. Throw out also the spear and stop the way against them that persecute me.
Go ahead.
Say unto my soul, I am thy salvation.
I am what?
I am thy salvation.
Read on.
Let them be confounded.
Let them be what?
Let them be confounded.
It's sad to say, a lot of you sisters going to be confounded in that day. You want to be prideful. You want to be stiff-necked. You want to buck up against the service of the Lord. You want to despise this word. You want to hate religion, because when you hate religion, you really hate the laws of God. Go ahead.
And put to shame.
And what?
And put to shame.
That's how I'm going to put you to shame. Read on.
That seek after my soul. Let them be turned back and brought to confusion.
Because these same sisters that think they too bad in this truth, because they got followers, they got likes, the Most High can change all that in an instant. Go ahead.
That divides my hurt.
That divides my hurt. Go ahead.
Verse number 5. Let them be entrapped before the wind, and let the angel of the Lord chase them.
Let the angel of the Lord do what?
And let the angel of the Lord chase
and
them.
we want the angel of the Lord to chase our enemies.
Right.
Chase the Edomites.
Right.
Chase the Canaanites.
Right.
You understand? Chase the Moabites.
Right.
Chase the Ammonites.
Right.
We want the Most High God. We want the Most High God to destroy our enemies. Go ahead.
Verse number 6. Let their way be dark and slippery. And let the angel of Yahweh persecute them.
By Shema Mashiach Yahushua.
By Shema Mashiach Yahushua.
Kwame Ashala.
Kwame Ashala.
Kwame Ashala.
Kwame